Props and children is most important in React. So as a developer, you must know what is props and what is children and how to use it, because most of the time you must need props and children as a professional developer to work. So for that I have just created a new Next.js app, and you can use create React or create Byte app with React template, and just our functionality is the same. Just understand how it works and what is the core concept of it. So I have just created a Next.js app, and this is my homepage, and in my homepage I explain that props and children and something like that. And now we're gonna just create a new reusable button called in our components directory. You can create it in any directory. I'm just create a component like called reusable and button.tsx. so don't afraid of TypeScript. So I will show you simply. So what is the benefit of TypeScript? Also it is just nothing, so don't afraid of it, please. So Rex, I'm changing name to reusable button. Okay, now we are gonna just using this button in our main page, reusable button, and it is just giving us suggestion. Just press with mouse, and now we are gonna show our button in the home page. So we can change our button style called class name just bg blue and 500 px 4 and py2. now maybe this looks like good, and rounded. Okay, now our button is good, and text white and py3. Wow, our button is now suitable. We can also use a like transition, and if you hover it, and it has it by default some transition. We are using Tailwind, and hover, just change the button bg blue and 500. Oh no, 600, because by default our button is 500. Oh, now it is gold. So now we're gonna just add a label, and on click on our button, so we are able to click our button to outside. By we can give it any name. So we will accept label, and on click, but it is giving just errors, but no worries. So in JavaScript you will show here, or you will able to see here is no errors, and when you use it on JavaScript you will find no suggestion whenever you will use it. So we are fixed the errors, but it is missing following label and on click, but we need to give and type. So button props. So we're just creating a interface, button props, and we'll use just label. I'm not getting suggestion from my podium. Label, sorry, label must be string and on click it is just a function return void. Okay, so this is our button, and the button will accept label and on click. For reusing this button in multiple places with same style, we don't need to styling every time for this button. So for that, without static text passing, and before to this, okay, it is working, but it is giving errors. But so now we are just gonna create a new route called about. So by the way, you can use this button in multiple places. Just reuse. Okay, button is working, but you can use some margin here. Just my2. Okay, but our button content is static, it is not dynamic. So how if we pass our content is dynamically, and we don't want to, we need to use same style for multiple button, multiple place in our application, but we will use same style, but we need to change only content for this. So we can use just label in here. Oh, maybe I have typing mistake. Okay, now it is label, maybe, oh sorry, label and on click. Okay, so label, maybe, oh now it is working, and we can pass just label, just button 1, we'll just pass the two number button as third number button, button 2 and button 3. Just we have to change the text. We are using same styling, but we have just changed the button content. Now we are using the same button, just one line of code, and we are just changing the content. And most of the application we need reusable button, and if you learn this, then you will able to optimize your developer experience, and you can save your time as a React developer. So we're passing, but it also accept on click is missing, but we're using TypeScript, that's why this is required, but we can make it optional. Maybe your every problem will be solved. So now our on click is just optional on click, and we know what we will be accept from here. But this is a button. This is a button. So we can pass multiple. If we pass just the callback. Okay, now I'm passing on click, and we will use window dot alert button 1 clicked. Okay, like you need to use this button on delete or update, or this primary button, or on click. When on click, it will navigate to another page. You can do anything in here. You can you are using your button, and you can do anything in here. Oh, maybe. Okay, so we need to make our component as a, this is by default server component. To use window, you need to make our component as a client component. But why it is not working? Why? Oh, maybe we have made window.alert. I don't know why it is. Oh, but sorry. So we have used on click here, but we are not used the on click. here. So we need to on click use on click. We're just passing our props on this button, so our every problem is solved. On click, oh, button 1 is clicked, so every button is working independently, and we can pass another on click with another functionality. We can pass on the button 3 with another functionality for on click, or we can do every button is independent, it is not dependent each other. We are just using the same styling only for this, but you can do a lot of things in here. So for using this, for using TypeScript, it just it is just showing type safety for using this button, but as a label we are only accept just string. We are not able to accept like any type of data. If we need to just pass like a icon, we are not able to pass icon or pass any other like component or just elements. So for that we don't prefer to use label, we will use children. So every button has children, so we are just, so children is by default, every button has. So children means, so I'll discuss what is this children means. So children, it is required field, that's why I'm not giving us just semicolon, and it will be just dot react node. So this type react dot react node. So now, so property children is missing in type label on click, but required in type button props children is declared here. So this is the power of TypeScript. So we know what we expect, but we are not getting. But if you use JavaScript, most of the time you are not able to get build time errors, and just we are getting the every just suggestion, just control and press, and we know just to just type anything and click C is children. So children has, it is children, every component has children, it is by default, but another property is not by default. But React does not know the children type, that's why we are just setting type, it is type react.react node, and we will just accept children from here, and we are just removing label, and we are just removing label, and we will pass children. And now in the button we can pass any type of data as children. So how to pass children from parent to child? So we don't need label, just removing label. Okay, I will just use two buttons. So for using children, you need to make your component like a HTML element, like open and closing tag, something like that, and you can pass any data. Like I have installed Lucide and home, like dashboard, layout dashboard. I don't know what is the exact icon it is, and dashboard. Now we are able to pass any type of data, but before to this, okay, so suppose we can do here like span dot flex, or we can, okay, we can do anything in the children. So whatever we pass in here, so this is accept on our child component as a children. So this is the children, so this is children, and what we will pass in here like label, on click, or anything else, just button, accept a lot of attributes, but like disabled, but disabled has no suggestion for this. we are using reusable button, but disabled, like whenever we can disable our button conditionally, but disabled field is not in here. We are not getting any suggestion, and we are not passing disabled props in our main button. Oh, sorry, I need to make this button, so sorry for the mistake. Okay, so using children, so this is accept in our child component as a children, and what we will pass, we can pass any type of data, like this is icon, this is just text, and we can pass any type of data, and it is fully dynamic. And if we don't pass, then it is just giving us just warning. So it is, we are using, it is home, and use a button. Our problem is solved. So this is for home button, and this is the dashboard. Flex, we have two items, Centra. So without doing as a span, we can do this style in here, like whatever we pass, this will be flexed, so maybe it will waste. So that's why I am just removing from here. Whatever we pass as a button children, it will be just flex, or you can pass your own style in here. Just pass after that. Okay, now it is working fine. So everything is separated. You can pass any type of data. Just suppose on a button you need like pass a title, or suppose you have a card. And so by the way, I will clear you. So as props, so children is default on every component in React, and any other props, so this children accepted from this under the button element or button component, and our props will be accepted as a attributes, like on click, this is a children, it is accepting from our child component. And you can so you can see that if we need to use disabled here, disabled, it is not accepted. So we can use button props, it will be extend, it will be just extending button props as HTML button element, React dot. Okay, I forget to for styling, that's why I am using Chatcn, and it has React dot by HTML attributes. So we need to extend attributes as React dot HTML attributes, HTML and button element. Oh, now it is everything is looking good, but we will just spread rest operator for accept any other props from the button, and we will just pass, and our on click and children is just required field, and we will just spread children in our it is props. So our on click and class name is exact, but whatever we pass as a props, it will be set on the button, and now we'll be able to get any type of button field, like area disabled. If you type anything like disabled field or anything else, like title or anything else, we are just getting suggestions. So how cool is that? And this is the power of TypeScript. And just one line of code, and TypeScript is awesome. So every time you will get development a better development experience. If you use TypeScript just 1 week, and then you never like just vanilla JavaScript anymore. So we can pass also like class name. So it is just optional. Class name, it is a string. It will be string, will be accept class name here. Class name on here, and we will pass class name dynamically in here. So before the we will use tailwind merge. So I will show you what the function actually does. So we will use, okay, I'm just passing this class name here. Okay, now everything is looking good. So whenever you will use class name, then you use cn function from tailwind merge, and you can create your own cn function. So it will merge tailwind and class, it will get the higher priority. So this is the default style, and this class name, whatever you will pass, it will get higher priority from your just parent. So if we use class name here, class name and style, okay, sorry, bg violet 600. Wow, our button style, button bg color is changed. So we can use multiple color, multiple style button, whatever you need, and default style. So if you don't pass any style, then it is just automatically set. And if we pass style, we are now able to pass a class name also. So when you use like class name like this with not only button but also like card or title, reusable title, or reusable any component, whenever you will create, then you will create your own cn function. You will install CLSX and tailwind merge, and you will find with npm, and you can read documentation, and it will give you just better experience and just safety for using tailwind css. Okay, so this is our simple component. So this is our type of parameter, type of props, whatever we will accept. So children is by default every component has, and we are just extending these two extra props called onClick and class name, and we are just passing this class name in here dynamically, and we are using cn function to add basic style and give higher priority for this class name, and we are just accepting onClick as a callback, and we are just passing this onClick in here, and we are using children for we can pass any data from our parent in a button. So this is highly reusable, and you can add any type of style. So this is our button component. Let's create another component called card. So before do this, if I will show you, I'm going to show you, this is chatcn, and chatcn, they are providing a lot of lot of components, not only button but also like dialog, chart, alert box, accordion. So they are providing a lot of reusable component that we can use in any component in our application. So this is highly customizable and reusable, we can use it. So this is the button this button is provided by chatcn, and this is highly customizable, and we can use this button like button just it is default. Okay, our default button is looks great, but you can change. It is highly customizable. You can change the default style from here. Okay, you can change this is the default style, and you can learn how they are using, how they are creating the reusable components, and we can change the just button and variant. There has a 6 type of variant. Like if we use like secondary, and then the button is just like that, and we can use like destructive. So now our button is red, and if we remove that and press link ghost, if we pass as link, so our button is now link. Whenever hover, and it is the, so you can use short chain, and you can study more about props, and so everything is just similar, but has some more advanced feature about that. Okay, just remove it. So suppose you can create another reusable component called title, or sorry, we'll create this heading .tsx refs. We will just use each one, and it will just accept title and disk and props, everything as props, and interface heading props extends to react.html attributes, HTML heading element, title will be string, and it is required. You can make it just optional by giving here just this field, and now it is string or undefined, or it is optional, it is not required, but now we are making it required. And description, so we are giving this most field is string, but you need not only use string, you can use like number or React node to pass any type of data from your parent, like React node to pass any type of data, or string number, or anything else, or we will use class name also, class name just string, and okay, now so title heading props. I'm not getting suggestion, maybe I have some problem from Codium. Okay, now we will pass like title. We cannot add multiple element in a single bracket, that's why we can use like this to add multiple elements separately, or we can add this in a div. We can add multiple elements like that, just p, and it will is disk. Okay, we can give it this title class name or description class name, but in this case we are not using class name props here, and we don't need props here now. Okay, and you can give here like default value is title, and it will be show if you not pass the title, but title is required, that's why you must pass. Without it will be just return not show you errors. So in our phase we are just gonna using title, heading. So this is our heading, and now this title equal to hello, and also description equal to login. Okay, so we can just change our content. You can create reusable cart, like most of the case in your application, like you need e-commerce, like you have an e-commerce application, so you need like best product, best sales product, or featured products, or anything else. So you can create a reusable cart for it, and you can use multiple times. So you can just check it out, what you can reusable, or how you can create a best way reusable button. And so at the end, so you can make reusable component in React with passing props for dynamically passing values, and you can use same component in multiple place independently with passing children or passing props. You can make reusable styles, reusable button, and so everything to do you can do here. So this is props, whatever you can accept, you can just give property name, just accept here, and where you need to use it, just pass this your created props in here, and just pass your props in here. So as a developer, I will suggest you should use TypeScript, and don't afraid it. Just test TypeScript just 1 week. It will be very easier for you. It is not very so hard, it is just simple, and it will give a just like a pro developer experience. So thank you so much. So this is the basic, how you can make a reusable component, how you can accept children, how you can accept props and use props and pass props like that.